This is more my speed when it comes to price. Give beauty, and it's giving us nothing. The lipstick's $24. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. Let's zoom you in and talk about the eye look. Oh my gosh, my last couple of videos I've been like doing the makeup on camera, so I can't talk about it. Today I use the Blend Bunny Blends palette. I cannot get enough of this palette. It is just so good. I was trying to match my earrings to my makeup today. These are my Shop Kike Honey Bear earrings. They're so cute. So I went in with the shade Wildflower all over my lid, which I thought was gonna be more green, but honestly, it's pulling more chartreuse on camera. But in person, it looked like more yellow, but I still love the way it turned out. And then I put the shade Secrets in my crease to kind of like blow that out a little bit. And then on top of that, those are my mattes. This is like my go-to palette for my mattes right now. But on top of that, you know I can't get through a makeup look without going in with the Vanessa Myrick's Twin Flames liquid eyeshadow. So I use the shade Everlasting all over that matte chartreusey shade because it's got a nice like goldy green flip to it. And then for my brow bone highlight, I went in with my Copacetic Cosmetics single eyeshadow in the shade Pool Party, which has like a gorgeous greeny gold flip to it that doesn't pull very well on camera, but clearly the brow bone highlight is poppin'. And my eyeliner is the shade Golden from Glisten Cosmetics. So, you know, tying together the whole Honey Bear look here. I love the way the makeup look turned out, but that's not what this video is about. You did not click on this video to find out the details of my eye look and how I match my eye look to my earrings. No, you clicked on this video because you, like me, have an interest in chatting about new makeup releases. I'm not sure if this video is going to be called an anti-haul or not yet. I saved all my screenshots from Trend Mood earlier, so I know all of the new makeup releases I'm going to talk about, and there's a couple in there that I'm like, I might be buying them. There's one in there that I'm like absolutely gonna buy, but I need to discuss with you first. I don't want to give anything away. It's probably gonna be mostly an anti-haul. So if that sounds like a topic that is interesting to you and you want to talk about some new makeup releases with me, then I encourage you to please subscribe and keep on watching because it's coming at you right now. Okay, what should we start with? Let me pull up my screenshots here. Ooh, let's start with this new Huda Beauty makeup release. Huda is coming out with 5 cheeky tint blush sticks. You guys know I'm always excited to see a new cream blush release. I'm very into cream products this year, especially cream blushes are like my absolute favorite thing in the world. I'm kind of torn on this one. I say I'm torn. I'm not spending $25 on a blush stick. Absolutely not. Get her out of here. You're out of here, Huda Beauty. I did notice my friend Tara Brooke pointed out that the swatches look a little lackluster, like they don't look super pigmented, and I'm kind of torn on that because I feel like swatches of blush are kind of difficult because it's not like eyeshadow where you're looking to see like a full pigmented swatch, right? Blush is, you know, kind of meant to be sheared out a little bit. Those could just be the most sheer versions of the swatches. If that's them going back and forth a bunch of times, then yeah, I absolutely agree. Those do not look pigmented at all. But if that's just a one swipe, then okay, you know, that could be built up more. But dang, I am looking at the swatches again and I'm like, those don't look pigmented at all. Like, because even, I'm always getting so messy in these videos. I wanted to go through these quickly. I didn't want to spend so much time on each one. But here is my Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Tint. There are lashes on it. Forgot about that. This is my Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Tint in the shade Quickie, which you can see they have a similar shade in the Huda Beauty lineup. They also have a berry shade. This is one swipe of that. So that's pretty impressive. That's one single swipe and it's already that pigmented. This is a beautiful blush formula. You can sheer it out very easily and make it like less pigmented than this. So it's great blush. Not what this video is about though. So even if these are one swipe, they don't look like they're gonna be super pigmented. But at the end of the day, you guys, I already told you I'm not spending $25 on a cream blush because I simply don't have to. There's too many good ones that do not cost $25. I got this Milk Makeup one at TJ Maxx for $8, so I didn't spend full price on it, don't worry. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about the Huda Beauty blushes, but there is another new blush release that is way less expensive that I wanna talk about, and that are the new Love Heat cream blushes from Moira Cosmetics. Now these are clearly not the same as as each other. These come in a little compact versus the Huda Beauty stick ones. I will say I prefer my cream blushes to come in a compact like this because I will go in with like directly with my flat top kabuki brush and apply it that way, whereas if it's a stick I have to like rub it on the back of my hand and then do it that way, and it's just messier. Also, to compare it price wise, these are $8.50 each versus the Huda ones, which are $25. I mean, this is more my speed when it comes to price. Also, looking at the swatches of these ones, I mean, that's the type of pigmentation I'm trying to see in my cream blushes, you know? These look like they are some beautifully pigmented blushes, and I actually saw a reel from Rose Ciard. I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram. You absolutely should. She's incredible. I think it was an ad with Moira Cosmetics, so take that with a grain of salt, but I feel like this demonstration of the blushes doesn't lie. You know, like she puts it on and you can see it goes on kind of pigmented, but she is able to sheer it out, but it's got enough pigmentation that I feel like this is the type of formula that I like from what I'm seeing of her demonstration, is what I'm trying to say. Also, it has a beautiful dewy finish that didn't break up her makeup at all. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy one of these. You guys let me know if you've tried anything from Moira Cosmetics before. I know their powder blushes with like the ombre finish were like super viral a while ago, and I kind of want to get one of those too. Maybe I'll get one of each. The shade I Miss You, that like hot pink at the bottom, I'm like, I don't have anything like that, and that is a gorgeous shade. I feel like that's super trendy right now, that kind of pinky purpley blush like this. And yeah, this is probably like one of the few that I'm actually gonna buy today. I'm really excited about these. Okay, now let's talk about an easy anti-haul. Don't need to spend more than 30 seconds talking about this. So Too Faced came out with a new eyeshadow palette. They came out with the Born This Way Sunset Stripped palette, and it's a neutral eyeshadow palette, so that's fine. Even neutrals aside, because you know, I try to reserve my biases for these. I try to not just be like, boo, it's boring, it's neutrals, because I know some of you like neutrals, so you might not see this as boring. I feel like I came to a conclusion when I was getting ready for this video where I was like, I think Too Faced just makes QVC makeup at this point, or makeup for people who aren't like enthralled in the beauty community. Like you and I are, you and I are in it deep. If you're watching a makeup anti-haul, I feel like you're in it deep like I am. You follow Trend Mood, you follow beauty news accounts, you want to know what's trendy, you want to know what's going on. I feel like Too Faced is not making makeup for us, and that's okay. And I feel like I came to this conclusion today, and I wanted to share that with you and be like, you know what, this is a brand that's making makeup for people who just want to feel beautiful and who just want a little sparkle, and I don't think they need to spend this much on makeup. That's kind of the issue that I take with that, is like I want to like tell those people like, you don't have to spend this much money, you don't have to spend $52 on an eyeshadow palette like this to feel beautiful about yourself, when you can just buy like a neutral Colourpop palette for a quarter of the price, or a neutral indie makeup eyeshadow palette. Like you don't need to spend this much money to get this look. But for the people who like it and you maybe aren't worried about the amount of money they're spending, then I think this is fine. And yeah, okay, I'm bored. I'm done talking about this. Let's talk about something else. All right, speaking of Colourpop, they came out with a new Limelight collection that I think is cute. I feel like I unintentionally did like a dupe version of an eye look from this palette today, because I'm like also wearing very like limey greens. But yeah, I think this palette is cute. It looks like there's not many repetitive shades in there. Like it does look like there are different undertones to all of the shimmers in there. One thing I will say, this is kind of why I wanted to talk about this palette today, because to me this is very like, you know, it's cute, but I don't need it. But I wanted to bring this up because I feel like if you like this color story, but you already have the new Odenzai Hella palette, this is basically just an expanded version of that. I immediately went to that. I was like, greens, browns, pink. Oh, this is where I've seen that before. It's here. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of bring up that comparison. Obviously this is more expensive and it's an indie makeup brand, but I was like, oh, is this a trend going on? These pinks and greens? Pinks and greens are getting trendy, and that makes me really happy as a lady who absolutely loves greens and more like vibrant limey greens like this. So this made me happy to see, because you know, Colourpop's vary on the trends. They will release palettes in whatever color story is trendy, so it makes me happy to see that this limey shade seemed to be trendy. I also see they're launching some new of their Jelly Munch formulas, which I have never tried before. I'd love to know what you guys think of those. They kind of look, they make me a little nervous. They look look like they could be crispy crusty and with hooded eyes. That's a risk for certain. And I feel like they don't release the jelly much shadows with everything, so it's interesting to see those popping up again. I'm curious to see how those do. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this makeup release, because I'm happy to see greens. All right, next up I want to talk to you about the new Natasha Denona Pastel Eyeshadow Palette. I talked about this in my last makeup anti-haul because the photo got leaked and then Trendmood deleted it. So I figured now that it's out, now that it's like actually released, we should talk about it again. I'm not buying this because I can dupe this super easily. Kind of my easy answer with that. If I didn't have these shades, would I buy it? No, because I don't trust Natasha Denona's formula quite yet. I've said before, I've only ever tried her mini Tropic palette, and that did not go well for me. That did not go well for me at all. And that was also from like the cheaper palette formula. You know, I got the mini version, but the full Tropic palette was also in her $65 range. You know, she has her $65 palettes and then she has her $129 palettes. That one was also from the $65 range and was also like similar shades to this. It was like kind of pastel tones. So I don't quite trust her pastel formula just yet. I'll probably watch some reviews on this to see what it's like. But for me personally, I just can dupe this so easily. I think I said on my Instagram stories at a point I could dupe all shades except for the green, forgetting that I had this shade of green in the Blend Bunny palette. So I can literally dupe every single shade in here. Let me know if you want to see a video of me like duping this palette, showing you how I find dupes within my own collection and then swatching all the dupes for you, because I'd be happy to do that. But I will say, even if I didn't have dupes for all of these, I don't really get the color story here. If you're gonna do a pastel palette, I would prefer it to be more set up like the Blend Bunny one, where you give different variants of those pastels. Like okay, go back to the Natasha Denona pastel per palette here for a second. You can see the only deeper shades are that deep matte purple, and it's not even that deep. And then you have a deep-ish red shade, which is a shimmery shade. So that's not gonna be able to really be used in your crease. Well, you can use shimmers in the crease, but you know what I'm saying. There's not a lot of deeper matte options here. I would have loved to see them go more the Blend Bunny route, where you include like a deeper purple, like an actual deep purple, or a deeper like pink shade, like a deeper magenta shade, or a deeper blue shade like this. So that's what's missing for me in this palette. But let me know how you guys are feeling about this. Are you gonna buy the pastel palette? Do you feel like you already have dupes, or do you not even want pastels? Are you just like so over pastels, literally dressed head to toe in pastel right now? I'm wearing pastel tie-dye pants. I am not sick of pastels. I like pastels, but yeah, let me know if you would buy this palette and just what you think about the Natasha Denona formula in general. Have you noticed a difference between the $65 and $129 range? I'm asking you so many questions. I'm sorry, but please answer all of them for me. Okay, let's move on to something else. All right, let's talk about a new celebrity makeup brand. Gwen Stefani has come out with Give Beauty, and it's giving us nothing. No, that's mean. You know what? It's certainly giving something over here. Nothing for me, but it's giving something for somebody, I'm sure. I feel like Teresa is Dead worded it best when I was watching her new makeup nonsense bingo, where she talked about this, and she basically said you can get the Gwen Stefani look with products you already have. Like, I feel like none of these products are so exceptional that you don't have them already. Like, even if you have a small makeup collection, it's just, they're very basic, which is fine, but it's not really adding anything to the beauty community, you know? Like, I feel like this is her look. Like, I'll give credit where credit is due. She definitely created makeup products that she herself would wear. Gwen Stefani's very known for like a smoky eye and a bold red lip, so this is that. This is absolutely that. I'm interested to see what she comes out with next. Maybe this is just like, you know, her baseline here. She wanted to come out with products she herself would use, and then maybe her next launch will be something a little more exciting. Give the colorful girl something, you know? Because even though Gwen Stefani is known for her more like smoky eye, red lip moment, if you go back and look at like her older looks from like the 90s and stuff, maybe not makeup looks, but if you look at like the clothing she would wear, it's so colorful, it's so vibrant. I feel like she could have so much fun with like some more colorful stuff. I know she came out with one blue eyeliner too, but it was a pencil liner and I just don't really care all that much. What was the price range? I don't remember that, because that's really gonna affect this for me too. The lipstick's $24! Gwen, what what the heck? That's way more than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, jeez. Okay, she had me and she lost me. And then the matte one is $26. The lipsticks vary in price. That's the other thing. She has a long wear matte lipstick, an original recipe for $24. It's a red lipstick. And then she has a high performance matte lipstick, original recipe for $26. I'm confused. The $24 one says it's ultra matte. The $26 one says it's velvety matte. Why is there a $2 price difference? They're both too expensive. I'm over it. Get out of here. I don't want to talk about it anymore. And then her eyeshadow quads are $28. Gwen, you're dreaming. It's too expensive. I can't believe it's that expensive. I was like, you know what? It's not really my thing, but maybe for somebody thinking that the lipstick would be like, I don't know, maybe like 15, 18 bucks, maybe even 20, but 20, 26, forget about it. And then the eyeshadow quads, I mean, I just get a CoverGirl quad at that point. Get a Revlon quad, unless this is like the highest performing eyeshadow I've ever seen in my life, which from the swatches, it looks okay. Like, I just can't imagine justifying that price point. Okay, like I said, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm over it. I'm not buying anything from it. Let me know if you plan on picking anything up. No judgment. I forgot to say at the beginning, no judgment on this side of the screen. If you buy any of these new makeup releases, I'm not judging you, just as you are not judging me. I hope. Please don't judge me. But yeah, buy this if you want, but I won't be buying it. One new makeup release I will absolutely be buying, and I'm bringing up because I need you guys to help me shade match. I don't know if you can. I don't even have good lighting today. It's a terrible day to ask you to help me shade match. But I want to try the new Vanessa Myrick's Yummy Skin Foundation. It looks delightful. I absolutely will be buying it, even though she's pricey, but it's a makeup skincare hybrid, and I love Vanessa Myrick, so I'm definitely gonna buy this, but I'm confused by the shade range. I don't know which shade to get. I feel like everyone I've seen try it so far, the shades look like they run light. Like, I don't know, they just like look pretty bright. Even I saw people try a shade deeper than I thought I was gonna go, and it looked light, but it's so hard to color match online. And the cool tone shades jump from like a 3P, like 3 with pink undertones, to like an 8P. So like, that's a big range. I feel like I need a 4P there. So if you guys have any suggestions on what shade I could get, I would love to hear that from you. Maybe I'll have to drag myself to a Sephora in person. I live in New York. There's a bunch of them, but they're in Manhattan. I don't want to go to Manhattan. But okay, maybe I'll have to drag myself to a Sephora before I buy this, because I have no idea what shade to get. But I'm also curious if you guys are going to try anything from her new Yummy collection. I kind of want to get the primer too, but that's gonna add up quick. That's gonna be expensive. But yeah, I'll figure it out when I go shade match in person, but very excited about this new makeup release. Alrighty, and the last new makeup release I want to talk to you about is the new eyeshadow palette from Hindash, and that is the Monochromance palette. Did I say that right? I just looked at it. Monochromance. Yes, I got it. Okay, cool. We love it. So immediately when I saw this palette, I was like, take my money now. I want it immediately. And I think that's just because of the purple and blue at the bottom there. I have since taken more time to really think about it, and I do think I'm gonna pass on this palette, but if it's not one of the most beautiful eyeshadow palettes I've ever seen. It is absolutely gorgeous. I was almost swayed last night because I watched Teresa's Dead's view of it, and she like absolutely loved it. But I have to remind myself that like, even though she loved it, and even though it looks wonderful, and I'm sure it is wonderful, one, she's pretty pricey, and after watching Teresa's Dead do like 3 different looks with it in her review, which is wonderful, incredible review. I love her review so much. I realized that my Blend Buddy palette basically has all of these shades in it. One, you know, I'd only really be using that top shade for like maybe contour. Hopefully that would be nice, but I have powder contours I like already. I probably wouldn't use that deeper brown shade all that much, again, unless it was for like a face shade. And then you got your pink shades, which I have already in this section over here. And then you have your red shades, which I have already in this section over here. Then you have your purple shades, which I have over here, and then you have your blue shades, which I have over here. So I feel like I could dupe this palette, but I do just love the idea of it. I love the concept of these ombre pans, so you can really customize whatever shade you want. I love doing that with my Blend Bunny palette. You know, I'll take a little bit of the white if I want to make the shade lighter. I'll take a little bit of the black if I want to make the shade deeper. And, you know, obviously Blend Bunny gives you like the whole ombre range of tones here, even more so. I feel like the Hindash palette is just like like the condensed version of this, the condensed, slightly less colorful version of this. So if it didn't cost $70, like if he ever puts this on sale, I might pick it up. I know he just put the original, like the Beautopsy, I think is the name of the original one. He just put the original one on sale, so I don't need that one at all. That one's too neutral for my liking. But if he ever puts Monochromance on sale, I would definitely consider it. I think as a makeup artist, this palette makes so much sense, because a makeup artist might not want to walk around with a mega palette like this large of a palette. So I think this is brilliant for that. But as somebody who doesn't mind having a big honkin' palette in front of me, I don't really need this right now. But I want to know what you guys think. Are you picking this up? Have you tried anything from Hindash before? He also came out with a new highlighter slash like multi-use shimmer product called Boy Tears, which is a brilliant name for a product, first of all. And also it looks really pretty, but I will say, again, after watching Teresa Is Dead's review, I think it's just going to be a little too deep for my skin tone. Teresa was able to make it work by going in with a really light hand, but for me, I don't want it badly enough just to be an eye product, so I'm not going to be getting that. I like that he came out with a universal shade, but I also kind of hate universal shades of things because they're not really ever actually universal, so hopefully someday he'll come out with the lighter version and deeper versions too, so more people can enjoy them. But yeah, let me know what you think of this new Hindash release, because I would love to know. Alright you guys, and with that we have reached the end of the video. Those are all of the new makeup releases that I wanted to talk to you about today. If I missed any new makeup releases that you are excited about, please let me know in the comments down below. If I missed any makeup releases that you're not excited about and you're like, boo, tomato, 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 please also let me know in the comments, because I just love talking about new makeup releases. Even though I don't buy a lot of new makeup, I love using the makeup that I have, but I do, like, I'm a trend watcher, you know? I'm keeping track of the color stories, I'm keeping track of the finishes, I'm seeing cream blushes, I'm seeing green eyeshadow palettes, and I'm taking notes on all of it in my head because I love that kind of stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, at least that's my current schedule, and I'm gonna be going live this Saturday. I posted a poll in my community tab asking what time is best for you guys, so definitely go take that poll for me, and hopefully we'll see you Saturday. Also check out my description box for all of the makeup on my face today, as well as a bunch of Black Lives Matter resources to support the Asian American community, resources to support the LGBTQ+ community, and resources to support Ukraine. So please check out those links if you haven't yet. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I don't know why I'm bobbing my head around so much. Okay, bye.